Folks, there's another fire raging in Maui. Now, this one is located up in the Haleakala crater, okay? And it's coming down the side of the mountain towards places like Kula, which I have friends that live there. I've reached out to them. I've not received a response. So Haleakala is a sacred mountain, folks. It's beautiful. It has got rich cultural heritage, but they are actually species of plants that are found nowhere else on the entire earth, located in that fragile ecosystem. It just seems to me that the fires that are affecting Maui keep hitting the heritage areas, like the most fragile ecosystems, the areas where the history runs deep into the soil, areas that are protected unless you have an emergency proclamation from anyone changing that landscape, if you catch my drift. I'm just saying, it's just, we're talking, right? Couple of Americans and worldwide citizens expressing their freedom of speech. Folks, we need your help. We do. I need your help. We need to raise the funds for these fire victims. Now, there's no loss of limb and no structures technically damaged yet in this current fire. But I'm talking about the fire victims that received $700 from Joe Biden last year after they lost everything. And here's a fun fact that most people do not know, so listen up. FEMA will not help you if you have insurance, home insurance, or business insurance. And your insurance won't cover damage if you don't specifically have fire insurance. Yeah. Ask anybody that's been caught in a tornado or a hurricane that had insurance, but didn't have hurricane insurance or tornado insurance or water insurance for water damage. Fire is the same way, folks. Most people do not realize that. So you had insurance. The cost of your home is going up due to the rising prices of homes in Maui. So say you took out your insurance policy 10 years ago, your home was valued for $100,000. 10 years ago, now it would be valued about $350,000, but you didn't think about that and you didn't change your insurance policy. So your insurance policy covers $100,000, but to replace your home would cost what? $350,000. Now you see why we have to go, if nothing else, just to have people understand what a crock of crap insurance is. Because if you've got private insurance, FEMA's not helping you, period. Talking about the fire victims, that the world raised almost $170 million, and they never saw that in cash funds. That went all to nonprofits, and maybe a few of them looked up and got gift cards or, you know, $200 here or their rent paid, you know, small stuff, but not near what people put behind that. If you guys want to hear from fire victims and all of that, we need your help. We need your help. Anybody has ever been over the Pacific, everything in Maui is overpriced, especially the way they're doing the housing and the rentals. It's insane, folks. It's insane. But I know that you guys are going to sow into this ministry because you've done it time and time again. And I just want to say thank you. But it looks like this has been burning for about 24 to 36 hours at this point, burning over 500 acres of land through ranches where they run cattle. I've not heard of any deaths or any major destruction to facilities. What I can say is I find it extremely odd that the lieutenant governor is in control again. Now, if you guys remember, August 8th of 2023, a massive fire broke out in multiple places around the island. Lieutenant Governor Luke was in charge then because Governor Green was gone off island. He was gone, okay? She was acting as governor during that fire, and she is acting as governor during this fire. Really? Really, you guys? Seriously? I mean, I know, I just don't believe in coincidences. And here we are, summer months. Of course, they're claiming drought and all, you know, the old sugarcane plantations. The land has invasive species. All of that is just dry, brittle, and allowing these fires to get out of hand. And I believe that. I mean, I do. I know what invasive species do when they move in to an area. It's just so hard for me to wrap my mind around things. But look at this photo. And you see anything odd in that? Yeah, me too. I don't know what that is. I know somebody's going to be like, oh, it's just a tracer and a reflection of the camera. And it might be. It might be. But I found it odd. So guys, we are leaving for Maui in 3 weeks, okay? The new executive order will be in place until September 9th of 2024. I mean, July, August, September, 2 months. This is going to be in place. I get it. It always frustrates me though when they say that, you know, we're going to suspend any and all laws that basically get in our way. Something else I noticed about this proclamation of fire is that the Lieutenant Governor, Luke, the acting governor, if you want to call it that, says, you know, hey, we're going to allow armed guards into our state. Okay. And historical sites, none of the protections that have been placed over these areas can be enacted during these emergency proclamations. It gives the government free rein. They can tear down structures. They can remove things. They're not protected any longer. I understand why you have to have an emergency proclamation. I just have never understood why people are so willing to give up their freedoms, or why you feel like you need to have the right to basically put us in a police state anytime there is a emergency. I mean, like, you've got to get better, government, on trusting your citizens. We put you in power. We can take you out. Never forget that, folks. I hope all of you saw the video with J.J. Carroll that I did earlier today. It's an eye-opener. Yeah, it's long. It's over an hour, but you need to listen to every word that that man is telling you. And you need to get your friends and family to watch it too. Folks, we are so close to this mission trip. And more now than ever, Maui needs to be in the spotlight. Something's wrong on this island. It's almost like the entire island is a tinderbox. Every time you turn around, a new area is burning. Please consider donating $1 to the fire victims that were affected August 8th of last year. Of course, we're not going to leave any fire victims out, folks. If we come across anybody, if this gets worse, the one that's burning currently, looking like this, continues to move down the mountain, Starkey Farmstead is going to help any fire victim that needs help. We're not the government. We're not giving that money away. We're not the government. We're not going to take your money and then give it to people it doesn't belong to. Any fire victim that needs help, what you raise goes to them. Please consider it. Pray about it. The donations are pouring in. We're so very thankful. But guys, we need your help. The trip's paid for. It's going to happen. No doubt about it. Fire or no fire, I'm going back. I just want to go back and be able to help more people than we originally believed that we could. And we can all do that if we do it together. I love you guys. Please pray for these people. Pray that whatever's in the dark comes to light, and that it will rain. And it will just rain beautiful and put these fires out. Because the fire repellent that they use that they're dumping from these planes are forever chemicals. That's the highest peak on Maui, Haleakala. It's almost 12,000 feet above sea level, folks. It's a sacred mountain, and it's burning down the mountain. Yeah, I knew you'd see how that could be a problem. Talk to you later, guys.